ready. Just do it. Hi. Had an awesome week. How's everybody doing?
Yeah!
More or less. You're
Alright.
reasonably... Okay, cool.
What's up?
I love this game. Okay, so I got in a car wreck last week, and I published my first novel over the weekend. Probably because of the car wreck. Louder?
Yeah, there you go.
More loud. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I got into a car wreck last week, and I'm just like really happy to be alive. And this just drop-dead gorgeous chick crashed into the back of me, and I like immediately fell in love, because that's what you do when you just survived an accident. If you've ever been in a fight and you're just like, yeah, I just want a woman right now. And I published my novel, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna live, and I'm doing this thing. Like anybody who gets up here is facing one of the listed -- terrors of their lives. They're doing public speaking. Most people would rather have a gun to their head than do public speaking. And I'm somebody who's had a gun to his head. I'd rather do public speaking, much more. So let's talk about like how good it is to be alive. We're gonna start like this. Tigers! There's tigers everywhere! Tigers! You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Well, tiger you, pal. I'm gonna tiger you up real good. Let's go outside and do the man dance. I tigered your mom last night. You want to tiger on me? Tiger you.
I'm very confused.
If you're very confused, as he is, let's talk about cuss words and what they really are. I'm gonna issue myself a little bit of a challenge. I'm gonna talk about cuss words without cussing. So much as last week I was here talking about evolutionary psychology and how laughter is so that you can sneak up on your buddy who's pooping in the bushes and then indicate to him because you heard a rustling in the bushes. You're like, oh man, this could be a tiger. And you got your knife out because you're gonna die, and you're like, oh man, there's a rustling in the bushes. It turns out it's your buddy taking a big fat dookie on the ground, and that's great. And it's important for us to learn how to laugh because it's quick communication. It's very important. There are reasons for this. Imagine if you had to like spell this out to him. You say, oh, my dear best friend of all friends, I've snuck up on you on accident while you're taking a big fat turd. You're leaving a steamer right there in the desert ground. And I've got my knife out, and of course you're going to anticipate that I am surely here to murder you and take your wife and daughters for myself. Because that's how humans are. It's a lot easier to just laugh. So, cuss words exist in your mind separately from language. They're separate. It's an animal call. You're indicating threat. When you're like, F you man, you're a this and that, what you're really saying is, you're a threat to me. Yeah, well, I'm gonna threaten you real good. And now there's a threat. So when your boss is cussing at you, what he's saying is, you better be paying attention. Because this is real. This is real now. I'm the one who gets to threaten, not you. It's a matter of prestige. You can cuss around your friends. It's about equality and stuff like that. But if you know somebody who's cussing all the time, you can know in your head. You can know that they're existing in a threatened state. And I'm not here to just make you think about tigers. You know, and that's fun because they're kind of cute and we've tamed them. So we're winning. I mean, like lions and tigers are on the decline. They're almost extinct. We've almost murdered all of them. And guys, we're winning. This is good for humans because they were our #1 predator for like all of human history.
Hug tigers.
Yeah, make love to them. Love tigers.
Baby tigers.
Very fiercely. Okay, so here's one thing I'd like to do. I'd like to just offer you a little exercise. Since comedy is about addressing our fears, visualize something. Since I narrowly escaped death, it was a 4-car pileup. That was cool. I'm not here to be funny, I'm here to improve your lives. I hope that when I'm off this stage, your life is better. So, if you will visualize, you can even point at me and laugh.
You guys are missing it! He's making life better!
I love you, Adam. So if you visualize the thing you're truly afraid of, is like, I'm afraid that my mom's not gonna approve of me. That's why we're all up here. Nobody's happy that's on this stage. We're desperately trying to recapture our lost youths. Or maybe it's you're afraid of death. You know, my grandma and my stepdad died this year. I think all of us have lost some people. Everybody's got cancer, you're screwed. Don't try to make light of it, you're all gonna die. Okay, so let's face that fear. Let's crystallize it, visualize it in front of ourselves. And if you can force yourself to laugh at that fear, you'll gain more power over your own life than you've ever had. So for me, like, maybe it was spiders, maybe it's snakes, maybe it's something irrational. Maybe you're afraid, really legitimately, you're gonna die of Huntington's disease. That's awful. Visualize this, crystallize it in your mind. And I think on the count of 3, I suggest we all laugh together. And I'm not gonna take this as like flattery. This is not you laughing at my stuff. I'm not that funny. But maybe together we can be a little better. Okay, on 3, let's visualize what we really truly fear. And laugh on 3. 1, 2, 3.